This first on CNBC this morning is Sonos CEO Patrick Spence. Patrick, welcome back. And I never say this, but actually congratulations on the quarter, because we've spent quarter after quarter talking to you about supply chain challenges, and you managed to find ways to work around it.
We have. Thanks for having us, Carl. And I mean, it was an incredible quarter. I think it shows really the resilience and the adaptability that the team has built over the last 19 years. I mean, you name it. You guys talk about it all the time. We saw component shortages. We saw COVID hitting dock workers and also some of our plants. We saw container shortages. We saw port backlogs, right? You name it. We saw it in the quarter, and the team did a phenomenal job to come in ahead of expectations on every metric. So I'm just so proud and grateful of everybody's work.
How do you raise your guide when the lazy narrative at the moment is people will be spending less time inside their home, maybe less money upgrading their home, and that may have an impact on the purchase of personal electronic components, for example?
So I think there definitely has been a tailwind of more people being at home, but I think there are three big macro trends as well that set us up for the long term. The first is the explosion in audio, right? You see streaming music and everything happening there, but also podcasts, audiobooks, and now social audio. And so there's a lot going on in audio, and that's exactly where we play. So huge opportunity and just explosion in audio. The second is what Rich Barton talks about, this great reshuffling. And as we've seen and many companies are looking at, they're providing their employees more flexibility. And so that creates a world where more people are moving, setting up shop in different places, and they want to make sure that when they're working from home, they have a really good setup. And so, the other thing I would say is that we're seeing a lot of video streaming go direct to consumer, and a lot of people want to create a theater in their home. And that's what we're, world class in. And so those three trends are not going to abate over this next period of time. We see these happening for years, and we think we're positioned to take advantage of them.
Patrick, I'm so glad you mentioned social audio. We've been talking a lot about the impact of Clubhouse, the fact that Twitter and Facebook are now interested in this audio conversation space. How big of an opportunity do you think there is there for a company like yours to have people spend even more time listening to audio?
Well, it breaks my heart that people are listening today on their phones and having to put up with that quality of audio. So it's something that, I think over the long term is a great opportunity for us, because why not, be sitting at home or maybe on the go and be, actually interacting with that in a much higher quality way, or maybe in a different environment than you do today. And so I think there's a really good opportunity for us there long term.
It's John Ford. Once again, I want to understand your customer ecosystem a bit better. So from my look at things, it looks like you got 1.8 million new households in 2020, average of 2.9 registered products per household. How is the behavior different for your above average households, the ones that have 3 or more devices? How do you make more money off of those households, whether it's upselling them maybe into different services that you could offer, maybe Roku style, or getting them to buy more devices?
Yeah, so thanks, John. I think there's two things there. You said it, services. And so just over the last few months, we've introduced our first service, Sonos Radio HD, and we've seen great take up on that. So we're excited about that. It's a whole new world for us. It's complementary to what all our partners do, but it's really resonating with our customers. And so there's opportunity there. And then there's also opportunity. I mean, audio is a $60 billion market. We guided to revenue in the 1.525 to 1.75 billion. And so we're just a small portion of that today, right? And so we see a huge opportunity to bring new products in audio, really disrupt other categories. And we know our customers will come back and buy those. So we think we're very well positioned to build on the brand and build on this great customer base that we've developed to the state.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.